Hi, friends. Welcome to the Nomadic Spaces Podcast. I am your host, Sarah Bronstein from Suka Interior Design. This is where we talk all things interior design, nomadic spaces, and happy homes. You'll learn interior design strategies to successfully transform your home into a beautiful and functional space that supports your unique lifestyle. If you are enjoying this show, please help us by taking a sec to subscribe, rate, share, or leave a review. Thank you for your support and for listening. Now, let's get into today's show. Hi, everyone. Happy July. I hope you've been having an amazing summer. I have been MIA on here for a couple of months now, and that is because I have some exciting updates for you. Today's episode should be pretty brief. Just going to let you know what's been going on with me, and this week we'll be getting right back to it. All the tiny house interior design content you're here for. So, update number one, I have moved back to the mountains in Western North Carolina. If you're a first-time listener, a little context, I renovated a vintage travel trailer into my tiny dream home and have been living in it ever since for the last few years and have been moving around every 5 to 6 months. I have also been working on getting my real estate license, which I'm really excited about. And I've recently started working with the amazing team at the Asheville Realty Group. And this is actually something I've considered for a long time, but for a few reasons, waited, mainly to find a place to call home base, which I now have. I am going to be staying in the Asheville, Western North Carolina area for the foreseeable future in the tiny house. And I just feel so connected here. I grew up in North Carolina. I've spent a lot of time in Asheville visiting friends, especially when I was in college. And I think spending over 10 years in such major cities like New York and San Francisco and Portland, really, I hit a point in the middle of the pandemic where I just kind of questioned rent and wanted to own something, but didn't know where I wanted to be. And I ended up deciding to move back to North Carolina. And after renovating my travel trailer into my tiny dream home, I spent last summer in Maggie Valley, North Carolina, which is about 25 miles west of Asheville. It's right at the gateway of the Smoky Mountains where the Blue Ridge and Smokies come together. It's gorgeous. And I just felt a really deep connection for the area, being so close to nature. Really cathartic experience. I had gone through an emotional year before that. And just really found inspiration and connection and opportunity here. And if anyone's asking, where did real estate come from? Through my career in interior design, I've been working adjacently to the real estate industry for a long time, partnering with other agents, investors, developers, along with new home buyers and active homeowners. I just kind of got to a place when I kind of realized where I wanted to live, at least for the foreseeable future. And now that I'm running my own design business, it felt like the right time to move forward and really pursue getting my real estate license. So that's kind of where that came from. It's something I've thought about for a while, and the pieces just recently came together and made sense. My interior design background has provided me with a really deep understanding of how the aesthetic appeal impacts property value and revenue, both in terms of selling and renting, long-term and short-term. I love that as a real estate agent, I'm expanding my knowledge and really strengthening my data-driven design approach, especially working with investors in rental properties, Airbnbs and such. You already know, hopefully, by the name of this podcast, that I'm really enthusiastic about designing tiny houses. But also, I'm really fascinated by the tiny house lifestyle and alternative ways of living and unconventional takes on home and what home really means and what home looks like. As a tiny dweller myself, I'm really interested in owning property for personal use and also to create short-term and long-term experiences of tiny life, and generally supporting and expanding the tiny life community. And I've heard from many clients and experienced myself that when you're looking for land parcels to do something with tiny houses or RVs, there are a lot of zoning and deed restrictions to look out for. And it's really hard to get real estate agents to kind of commit because, you know, it's less commission, typically lands less than houses. And a lot of the folks I work with are on really small budgets and they're not looking for a huge, you know, lots of acres. They're looking for a small land plot and need a professional that understands the real estate around tiny houses and those types of restrictions to help them. And that is definitely a driving reason that I chose now to do this, that I'm in this tiny life, in this tiny community, and really feel that there's an underserved market that I'm excited to connect to because I feel like I'm already in this market. And it just makes me really happy to help people achieve whatever unique real estate goals that they have, whatever size and whatever the budget. I don't measure success in any job by commission or by revenue alone. For me, it's really delivering exceptional results while keeping a pretty notoriously stressful process as smooth and stress-free as possible. So that is the end of my update. Next week, I will have a full episode with our usual content, so please do check back for that. And in the meantime, I'm excited to be back here. Thank you for bearing with me. And if you are looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate in Western North Carolina, holler at your girl. Thank you so much for listening. If you have a sec to subscribe, rate, share, or leave a review, that would mean the world.